Lėna reikia, kad sapą kištų. Šiaip gal net neverta.
Labas rytas, mano vardas yra Lawrence. I'm here again in the beautiful weather here in Lithuania. This time I'm in Kaukai, yes. You can see this Hillfort over there. Yep, the land of the Yotvingian tribes. So, I just want to say, I'd like to thank Stasys over there, who's right over here, Labas. Yep, for inviting me to come over here. And today is gonna be epic. What do you say?
Yeah, it will.
It will be very epic, yes.
It will, yeah.
Yeah.
Kaukai.
Kaukai. Yeah. So, and here begins the tour in Kaukai. Here, this is the totem of a figurehead in which I would have presumed must have represented the deities in Lithuania, especially with the Yotvingian tribes. And here begins the tour of the Yotvingian tribes here at Kaukai. As you could see, this is the fireplace, where you could just as well tell there's a ring of stones around it. It's for the cauldron. And here there's this big barrel, and we are gonna find out what it does. Here's the cauldron, yep, for boiling. Here are the shields with the symbols of Yotvingia, pagan, very pagan indeed. Yotvasunus, here it is, and you can see the helmet over there, yep, for the warriors of Yotvingia. Labas!
Vegas?
Yep. Okay, here you can see the tents. You know, the style of the tents over there, you see animal figures, very similar to the Viking ones, except that this is Yotvingia, and it's, yeah, it's very typical that they carved all this wood, you know, in animal figures. And here, behind, here you have this little stream, where you get to see wildlife, sign of wildlife, fishes, frogs, and even water insects. Yeah, sorry, words are hard today because I've just woken up. And here, the symbol over there must have been solar, because tonight, from 6 o'clock, there's going to be a huge fire to honor the gods. I think this is to honor solar, as well as perkunas. Here's the archery. Labas. Yep. Setting up the campment very soon.
Šiandien tu oficialiai pasenęs jau. Vakar dar nesiskaitė.
Solar. She has finally risen. Which means that the clouds are clear. And so here's Solar, the sun goddess, watching over Kaukai. And here it is, the Hillfort of Kaukai. And the encampment, the whole view of the encampment of the Yotvingian tribes, as well as the Kurshi as well. Here it is, the ramparts, crossing the bridge, climbing up to Kaukai Hillfort. I have to say that this Hillfort really reminds me of a Celtic Hillfort in Wales, England, Scotland, Ireland, and especially across Western Europe, France, Belgium, anywhere. And of course there is a couple of Hillforts in Austria as well. But this is a Yotvingian Hillfort of the Baltic tribes here in Dzukija, the region in southern part of Lithuania. Wow, yeah, have to be. Here we go. Here we go. This must be the place where you can just as well imagine those whole houses with palisade walls. And here, this must be the wall where we're standing on right now. It's hard to imagine today, but over centuries ago, this must have been some sort of Hillfort, which was very active between the 9th century and the 12th century as well. So yes, here it is. You can just as well tell that, imagine this is palisade wall, and below here, this must be the moat. And you can just as well tell from there that they must have filled it with water. But here, this is just a stream, And so here we go. Now, with this part of the Hillfort, this is a little tour right here. And now, as you could see, here is the settlement of the Yotvingian tribes. Okay, just a minor correction here, because here it explains in the information down below. A complex of the Kaukai mounts existed since the early 1st millennium until the 11th century, when it was destroyed, probably during the military raid of the Kievan Rus dukes against the Yotvingian tribes. A wooden fortress that was standing on the mount was burnt together with all people and property that were inside of it during an intensive attack with bows. Sorry, I misread it a little bit. So it was the Kievan Rus who used the archers, or let's say flaming arrows, to burn down the wooden part of the wall, the wooden part of the fortification, and so yeah, this is the reason why this is what was left of the mound of Kaukai Hillfort. Okay, I'll try to read in Lithuanian. Šiandieninis piliakalnio vaizdas. The current view of the mound. Van piliakalnis, yeah. Šiandieninis piliakalnio vaizdas. Yep. And of course, over here, this is where they sell beer and the merchandise of the shirts. And now, I'm going back to camp.
Aš žinau, kad aš...
Okay, so the ritual has already passed, honoring the gods like Perkunas, which actually just took place by that tree over there. And so, yeah, that was performed by the Yotvingian warriors. And so, yes. And so, now it's such a warm, nice day. And so, yeah, I'm now wearing my Skyforger shirt. And so, yes, I even got, this one, which is also Celtic. And I got my Triskelion. So, yes. And now, let's see what's happening next.
Per tiltą jau nuo žirgo puoliau, purvinėlį gulėjau. Per tiltą jau nuo žirgo puoliau, purvinėlį gulėjau. Ateina mergelė su šilkas karelė, šluostyt mano veidelį. Ateina mergelė su šilkas karelė, šluostyt mano veidelį. Net kiek iššluostė, kiek gailiai verkė, manis jauno gailėjo. Net kiek iššluostė, kiek gailiai verkė, manis jauno gailėjo.
Čia buvo būtinis reikalas. Ten aš pakloninsiu.
Okay, I'm just here chilling in front of the bonfire where they did the cooking, and so yeah, as you could tell now, I'm now wearing a coat because it's starting to go a little bit chilly, and so yeah, here it is. Here's the bonfire with all the stones around it, the black cauldron and the biggest of the black cauldron, and so yes. So, sveikata, yeah. Yeah. You can also see that there's this metal thing where they place all the meat in order to roast the meat. This is how, yeah, they do the cooking. And you could see there is homemade cooking over there in a Yotvingian tribal style. Here you get to see the warriors carrying a chessboard. Yeah.
Iki pat kalavijų, 90 cm, visi 2 ašmenės, išplatėja